Hi, my name is Zach Cresswell, and I want to welcome you to my flipped pre-calculus class. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of what flipped learning is, tell you how the course is going to operate, some of its advantages, and how you can best be successful in this class. First of all, what is flipped learning? The goal of flipped learning is to create a learning environment that is more student-centered and ultimately more learning-centered. The idea is that we take lectures, direct instruction, and we take them out of the classroom, out of the group space via video. This gives the teacher more time to work with individual students or small groups of students. So obviously I wouldn't completely overhaul my class if there weren't several advantages to flipped learning. One inherent problem with the old model with lectures is that they move at one speed. They're moving too fast for some students. Those students are being left behind. They're moving too slow for other students, and those students are generally getting bored with the lecture. Since the instruction is on video now, students can pause the teacher, they can rewind the teacher, they can watch the video over again multiple times, and we certainly encourage them to do that. In addition, lectures can happen when students need them. In the old model, during class, the student you might see the lecture, take notes, and then go home with some homework. And if that student's working at home, going through the homework, they may realize that they need some help, they need some support from the teacher, and the teacher obviously isn't at their house. So now, a student can watch the lecture at home. If they're struggling, they can watch the lecture at home, or on the bus, or at a sibling sporting event, or in the classroom even, wherever. And the individual help that's needed, where that student might run into those problems where they're working through the assignment or something which was generally done independently at home, now happens in the classroom where the teacher is located. And his or her peers are located too, so friends can help, or other people in his or her group can help. Okay? One thing that often happens when I talk about flipped learning is I spend a lot of time talking about the videos. But flipped learning is not about the videos. It's about the quality learning activities that happen in class. Now that lectures have moved to the student space, the individual space, the group learning environment, the classroom can be utilized much more effectively. We now have time to do peer instruction, where students help other students in a structured format. We have time for inquiry activities, where concepts are explored in a more interesting and in-depth way. We have time for more student writing, where students are given the opportunity to really synthesize the concepts that they and to check whether they understand it in a deeper way than if we had just done fill in the blank for number 4. Right? So now give students an opportunity to synthesize what they're learning. We can do differentiated project in which students have a choice of topics that they study towards the end of each unit. They can choose different directions, something that hopefully interests them. The activities is where the real learning happens, not in those lectures, not in the video. It's in the things that happen in the classroom. Okay, so in pre-calculus, a great deal of the course has been planned in collaboration with my good friend Steve Kelly. He's a national board certified teacher from St. Louis. And we make the videos together, we create many of the activities together, and this means a course that is of much higher quality than if we had just done it, than either of us could have done independently if we'd been working alone. Students now have 2 teachers, they have 2 different perspectives on topics and activities. Everything was created in collaboration with a thoughtful and creative teacher. I cannot speak highly enough of Mr. Kelly. This is such a good thing for students. Just a few final thoughts here. Flipped learning is probably completely new to you, so I want to make sure that you ask me questions early on. So if there's any concerns or anything, I want you to make sure that you have the best experience possible in this class. So please bring those concerns to me as soon as they come up. Often the question of technology comes up also. Where do I watch the videos, or how am I going to watch the videos? These videos are designed to run on almost any device that has access to the internet. So you may watch them on your smartphone, your computer, the school's computer, the computer at the library, at a friend's house, at your grandma's house. You can watch them in my classroom, or wherever you can find a device in the internet, you should be able to watch the videos. Excuse me. If none of these possibilities, if none of these possibilities seem to be an option for you, please talk to me early on in the trimester, and we can certainly find a way to work through it. Technology will not be a barrier to learning in the flipped class, and I'll make sure of that. So make sure you talk to me early. Couple websites that you should know. The website that Steve Kelly and I have put together for our collaborative course is slmpprecalc.weebly.com. All right, there you'll find all of our videos, many of our activities, and also videos on the same topics we teach, but by other teachers. So if you don't learn very well from Mr. Kelly and I for some reason, you can go watch a video that someone else has made, and maybe that video helps you understand better. So that's what that website is. We'll also use edmodo.com. That's where the Mount Pleasant end of things is going to be handled. So there we've got the course calendar. We've got different documents and resources and activities that we've put together. We've got rubrics, and it also provides a safe way for students to communicate and collaborate digitally. If at any time you need to get hold of me, please, please, please email me or call me as soon as the problem comes up. I want to make sure and take a proactive approach to anything that may arise or any concerns you may have. So please make sure you get a hold of me early. Thanks for listening, and I hope that we have a great year.